What if we're loved?
Hi, beautiful people. I just want to invite the spirit into this reading. Take a deep breath and a pause and invite the spirit in because I got some channeled messages in the pre-shuffle, and it was an inward journey you find yourself on will heal the suffering. And I pulled a couple of cards just to start the reading off, and I got two fours. The Four of Wands, celebration, victory, marriage, and the Four of Swords, rest, recovery after battle, challenges, suffering, and really about to take up your bed and walk if you have been feeling under the weather. So these two fours represent the stability coming into your life and into your mind by your decision. And the spirit is inviting you to invite the spirit in your mind all day long. So let's see what messages want to come through. Those were the downloads I got. Okay. The Two of Wands is about really allowing yourself to let go of the past and enter into a new world in your mind. This is imagining the future, but it's really being in the present moment. There's no past, there's no future. Anything that we ever could heal or desire can only happen in this moment, here and now. Everything else is just a trick, a distraction to try to get you to be a better girl or boy or partner, a family member or worker. But really, in this moment, we can just drop all of our thoughts and allow a world of peace and love and health to come inside of our mind. It's the presence of love. Emptiness is actually better than anything, and feeling that love and feeling that health and feeling that peace. But this is really allowing a new world to come into your mind. So it's wiping the past out of your mind and allowing a blank space so that God can write the new world with you. This is co-creation. Just pause for that motorcycle to pass. So it's really, don't write the new world upon the blank space. Feel your way into that peace and that health and that wealth and that joy and that loving all your brothers and sisters and that forgiveness. And that's the energy we want to come into as we imagine a new world of joy and peace. There's two decisions here. She has two wands. One is fear and one is love. She's already decided to put the fear behind her and to choose love. And she's allowing it to come to her by being in the presence of love, being in the certainty that she comes from love, that she is love. She's really letting herself feel her way into receiving this new world. So, A Course in Miracles talks a lot about being in the peace of mind and watching all the thoughts as they come. And I know that we've all been doing the work, and I feel like this is a time when we're being asked to watch the mind, see the doubt thoughts, and say, no more, delete. We don't have to go into feeling the suffering because I feel like we've done that work. We can allow any pain that comes up or fear and just feel it, and it dissolves pretty instantly now because you've been working on this for a very long time. And it's time to allow a new world to come in. This card is really talking about the choice of love over fear, and that there is only two choices ever, love or fear. And all things that are not love fall under that fear category. So we can forgive. We can see our brother that is in front of us coming to us with either love. And if it's not love, then it's a call for love. We can choose love in every instant. And this is our practice, choosing the new world, the world where we are one with our source and we're in a calm, present, aware state of mind, allowing everything that comes to go, everything that's not love to dissolve. This is the work that we're doing. And it sets us on a brand new adventure. You know, we're done choosing. It's going to be natural for us now to just follow in the direction of divine light. This is a zero, it's the full, and it's a new beginning. I did see a new beginning card fall out in the pre-shuffle, and it was a woman that was naked, and just all we could see was the back of her. She was headed towards this new dawn, this new beginning, innocent, naked, and completely clueless about, you know, what the form was going to look like, what circumstances she was going to be led to. But she was in so much trust. There's no, you know, a newborn has no thoughts at all, but, you know, it screams when it's hungry. And it, you know, it's just that very innocent, newborn energy of a child. I always like to see this little boy with you know, like he's got a bird, but it looks like a feather on his head and a tutu. Like he's a dancer. He's, you know, he's just heading out on a new adventure with no fears. And you're being led into this new adventure in your life, one that leaves suffering behind, and it is your choice. I know it doesn't feel like your choice sometimes, but that's the work of this card right here. When fear and doubt thoughts come, you just say, I'm sorry, get behind me, Satan. I'm going into a new world. This is the energy that you're being asked to walk into. I can just feel the vibration of love overcoming fear. And it is practice, and it is your choice, and it is what you're coming into successfully, I might add. And this is a card of forgiveness. So we have choosing love over fear, following the light like a child, and then forgiveness. All of your relationships are now, they're transformed by your presence and focus. You now show up in relationships in a very, very different way. You are this calm state of presence that allows whatever your people, whoever's in front of you, is saying or doing, you're allowing it, you're letting them. And you are not reacting. Whatever is going on inside of your mind, you let it. And then it's kind of like a prayer, you know, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The whole time they're talking, this is a practice. Of course, you won't have to practice that if what's coming at you from others is love, but we're remembering that it's either love or a call for love. So we're just the presence of that love. We're the space that holds all of our relationships now. Instead of being triggered or trying to control or interrupting or being right, we are really coming into this confidence and allowance. It's not saying that we ignore disrespect, but it is saying that we come from a place of calmness and certainty instead of reaction, and say, actually, I don't feel like this is helpful for me. And we choose to go calmly until the situation has become calm. We don't try to fix other people. This is the forgiveness that we're being called into. And as you can see, there is divine light coming into this forest. This is guidance. This is minds locked in with their source as they navigate these relationships that are shifting so that boundaries can be put up, so that no can be said. No is a full sentence. No more defending or explaining. It's just, I don't feel this. Thank you so much for sharing. And literally letting your actions match those words. And if there is healing for you, you go inside of your room and you lift that up with the spirit. You don't try to work it out with the other people. And it's a shift in how not only how you interact with others, but your relationships will change because you're going to get a different reality from these people. The whole relationship is going to shift. It is a form of detachment. And I'm not saying ever to come from a place of anger or control. It's about firm love. It's about really saying how you feel precisely and calmly. It's going to take discernment. But if something doesn't feel right to you, it needs to be expressed calmly. And the forgiveness is saying no when it doesn't feel all right with you. That's the boundaries. Walking away in love, handing them back over to God and the Spirit, because God can take care of them way better than you. I feel like these 3 cards are giving you a brand new direction into a brand new world. And it involves everything and everyone in your life. So that's the transfer of training. It's the transfer of training from the old world of trying to get, fix, keep the status quo. You're being asked to see that no one can take away your peace. No situation can actually make you feel better or worse. You're being asked to come into your own sovereignty and be your own decider of who you are. This is not letting this message came in the pre-shuffle. It's not letting anyone tell you who you are, right or wrong, good or bad. So your definition of you comes from you and your creator. Your opinion of you and your approval of you comes from you and your creator, knowing who you are in truth and in love, and no one else can tell you who you are. And this is freedom. It's choosing love over fear. It's choosing what direction you want to go for yourself. It's choosing to walk away when you don't feel like it's for you anymore. It's choosing to follow the guidance of God inside of you and not other people's opinions or other people's direction. And it's choosing forgiveness on every aspect, person, situation, your mind, politics. Forgiveness on every part of the world. The ego is being exposed. The fear is being exposed. It's coming up to the surface to be seen, allowed, and then overlooked. The Holy Spirit looks upon devastation and does nothing. It remembers that what it sees is not real, and it chooses a state of mind, of forgiveness and peace. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. I'll put these cards in the direction that they came out in. I just want to say how grateful I am to the Spirit for allowing me to do this work. And I want to say how grateful I am to you for showing up and spending your time with me. It means everything to me because it keeps my mind in alignment with the truth. And also, like I said before, I really want to keep doing this and doing it more. And your donations support that work. And I very much appreciate them. Thank you so much. I'm open for private readings, and I've been really enjoying those. So yeah, don't be afraid to email me. The readings are 30 to 40, they're 30 to 40 minutes, and they cost $65. And usually the readings confirm what you already know, is true. It's just a confirmation. But it also, it's like a support session for what direction you want to go into. And I feel like I'm a cheerleader. I can feel the energies and I can really feel what's most helpful for whatever you're going through with the spirit. So also, we have a retreat coming up in Mexico. If you'd like to join us, the information will be in the description box below. It's 8 days on the beautiful lakefront of Lake Chapala, Mexico. All right, so choosing fear over love, following all new directions, following divine light into all new directions, and forgiveness. And the spirit is there. How do you forgive when you're so upset? Well, it's not really up to you. The Holy Spirit is the how. You're just asked to allow the feelings to come up and sit with them and ask the Spirit for a reinterpretation. And that's the how. The Spirit's going to show you something you can't see. The Spirit's going to show you that you and your brother have the same goal. You want the same thing. It's love. All of us want love. They don't even have to be on the path of A Course in Miracles. It's a new beginning in forgiveness. It's a new beginning in general. I love this yellow golden Christ light. You are literally being backed by the divine in this choosing love over fear and this forgiveness. This forgiveness is your path now. This is a gift from God. In the physical world, the pentacle represents money, home, and health. You can see the hands it's a gift. So be open to receive. This is a prayer I say often, Spirit, I am open to receive. So you choosing love over fear is bringing in this new gift from God in the form world. So look out for it. It's coming in. And you'll know by how you feel. And so as you go on this new adventure, you're going to be practicing with the stability in the emotions. So all this talk we've had about relationships and just allowing the person in front of you, even if they're screaming at you, you're like in this stable, calm place. In any storm, you remain the same. So this new adventure that you're being sent on is giving you these opportunities to respond differently than you've responded in the past. And I have to say that all these opportunities will come and you will make mistakes and not put up a boundary and say yes when you really want to say no, but you're going to recognize it and you're not going to feel like a victim anymore because you know the new direction. You're going to be like, why did I say yes? I don't feel that. But that's the practice. You won't do it the next time. Or even if you do it the next time, at least we are seeing it now. This is a time when we're being shown the parts of us that we really don't want anymore because they're not serving. There was a time for blind following. There was a time for saying yes to everything. But now there's a time for discernment and to really let your no be no. Lovingly. That's the part. Like, how dare you ask me that? No, that's not the response. It's actually, I don't feel that at all, but thanks. Or not even thanks if it's disrespectful. Actually, I'm feeling very much like I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm going. And just walking away, that's kind. That's firm. It's a practice, keeping this. And staying happy on your new adventures, keeping your calm and staying happy. So this card is quick moving energy, fast forward movement. This is clarifying the forgiveness card. So they explain this card as being a message that's kind of curt. Like, it's like, it's the no we've been talking about. Actually, no, I'm not doing that. I don't feel it at all. And if the other person is like, please, I need your help. Like, I'm not going to lose my own peace to help you. I love you, but I'm not doing it. That's what this card is about. It's curt, firm, loving no. And loving is being firm and being clear. That's loving. So that's how some of these forgiveness opportunities are going to take place. And the spirit is coming through very clearly on that. You're going to have to say no. You're going to have to be firm. Whew, and you're going to have to surrender to God. That's underneath the deck. What was underneath this deck? The Queen of Pentacles. So this is your energy, just feeling. The Queen of Pentacles is about stability in the form world and being grounded. And so we might have a lot of prayer we're doing, a lot of meditation, but there's also a need to come back down to earth and discern what of these choices that you're making, how you're reacting to people, money, health, wealth, it all, the state of mind you're in all affects that. So you want to remember to you move your body and do the things that help you feel stable on a daily basis, whatever that is for you. For me, it's drinking some water and then making some coffee and sitting in my bed with candle lights and just sipping on my coffee as I empty my mind to God and then meditate. So that is the first part of my day. And most days I, do some exercises and walk. Walking is very helpful for me. It's different for everyone. So with that stability card, you have this. So that's what you're to do in the physical world, but in the mental world, you're being asked to surrender. Queen of Cups is about the heart. It's about emotions. We've talked a lot about that today. Really being able to stand in the presence of God no matter what is going on, firmly, confidently, stably, but at the same time, to allow everything. Allow whatever's happening inside of your mind and outside of the world, just to surrender to that, not try to force change or opinions or your way, just to really fall back into the surrender. This is about inner stability, which brings about outer stability in the world. Okay, let's see what else we have. What else is going on, Spirit? To be fair, this just talks about the decision to be treated unfairly is no longer possible for you. This is a state of mind where justice is always served because you are following the Holy Spirit. So you have made a decision not to see yourself ever as treated unfairly. And the message coming in is to reframe the past. It's all about perception. And the ego uses memory to keep us stuck. So the past is gone. It can touch me not. We want to only keep the loving thoughts. Only the loving thoughts remain. So, it's really seeing that everything that brought me to this moment was a lesson to bring me where I am today. And I'm grateful for all of it. And I've been reframing my life. As a very shy child, I overcame, a household where I wasn't seen and I became a rock star. And then it was a crazy world. So I became a minister and I lived in a monastery for a couple of years. And then I took all that information and I went all over the world talking about God and the truth. And I sang songs about it. And I'm now a tarot card reader for A Course in Miracles. So what a brilliant life, There's a way I could look on my past and say I was a victim growing up in the house I was in and da 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 da. But it's a reframing. And now the future is going to be reframed because I'm not coming from a victim place of the past. It's really beautiful. We want to come into this energy of gratitude and forgiveness and love. And it is a practice every moment of the day. I have to say that it's a practice every moment. But we get better and better and better. And the gap between the time that we're feeling our doubt, thoughts, and fear is closing in, getting shorter and shorter. So we're going to get a Course in Miracles card now. Fear is not justified in any form. fear is not real, but we believe it is, and we made it. So it's really hard to let go of, we created fear to keep us because we're really afraid of love. So love is all we are, it's who we are, but we can start to hand that fear over to the Spirit and to follow it back where it came from. Jesus says he can't take his fear away from me, because then we wouldn't know the power of our mind. But we can invite Jesus in and say, look at this with me, because I'm scared shitless. And you can do that. And you can get really still and see that you're safe in this moment. And usually fear is never about what's happening now. It's about the future. So the Spirit wants to help you and guide you out of the fear. Spirit is available for you 24/7. It's you that has to just get still enough and invite the Spirit in. And that's how the fear dissolves. It's really a practice, and we've all done it. We've had to, but we forget. So we're here to remind each other. All right, let's get another oracle card. The sun, happiest card in the deck. So the sun is shining on your life. You are with the Spirit. You're aligned. This is what that sun card represents. It's the choices are being made in every moment. This is a classroom, and you are using it that way now. You're not trying to make, an illusionary world, because everything we've been told would bring us happiness, once we got there, it did not. So it's choosing love inside, following the Spirit on the outside, forgiving as we go. The sun is shining on your life. The sun is shining on your life. The sun is shining on your life. All right, so I'm going to pull a card for one of the viewers. And let me get this deck today. All right, so I'm going to pull the viewer now. Okay, so the viewer I pulled was Millie Moon. I just love saying that name. If you would like to be chosen next reading for me to pick a card for you, please put something in the comments below. A heart is fine, or just let me know how you're doing. And the whole community would like to know. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm almost to 1,000, just so close to 1,000 subscribers. So this is very exciting. Woo! Millie Moon, we got the Magician. You've got everything you need now to co-create with the universe. And the Queen of Swords is looking at this Magician. And the guidance is for you to be very precise in your language, in your speech. Speaking needs to be very, very clear. And we got the forgiveness card for you too. So through forgiveness and clarity and communicating and perceiving very clearly what you're feeling, and through forgiveness, you are really co-creating all the things that you are desiring with the universe. This says you have everything you need. And it does say you're locked in, that your mind is really connected to the divine. Like you are using the tools, inviting the Spirit in. That's a tool. The Holy Spirit is the how. So you're allowing yourself to be guided. And it does say that the process is through speaking and seeing clearly and forgiving along the way. But you are creating a new world. And that was pretty much the reading. We're creating a new world through forgiveness. So that aligns, Millie. All right. It really has been my joy. Those are the messages I have for you. And I'll see you next time.
What if we're loved? What next then?